Hey, how you guys doing? Michael X or rngesus, either way you want to put it. All right, I'm just waking up, so I'm still drinking some coffee. Let me pull my garage up. So although I did choose this as the thumbnail, and I do choose a lot of tanks for the thumbnail, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. We might work on some missions, you know. We might try out some tanks that we earned through, through these boxes. Which this is one. We're gonna get back the Malbracker, which we did win. And I actually do like this. I didn't like this tank at first, but it actually does have some benefits to it. It's just not good at close quarter. I mean, you have to trade health at close quarter, so the hit points on it are just about 100 more than a tier 7 or even a tier 6, which is kind of crazy if you think about that. Only 200 more hit points. So tank destroyers, I'm gonna say I don't really like them, but in order to get these missions done, the campaigns, I definitely have been doing that. So I am going to get a refill on my coffee, and I will be right back, you guys. Let me first, we're gonna go ahead and just pick tier 8, and we're probably gonna start out with our Progetto and try to grind some more silver. I think I'm gonna wait to get back the Malbreaker. We got a couple of months before there's any new boxes or anything coming out, so you know. But all right. I just gotta check my streams really quick. I mean, it would suck to be streaming into nothing. Um, okay. Says I just started 3 minutes ago. Thumbnail is not right. Okay, saving my thumbnail. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and check out Twitch, see how that looks. Twitch looking good. Restream is doing it, working at 300 and 3,169 bits, which I actually used to be able to do 25, but I raised it up just a little bit to get rid of a little bit of buffering that I got. Okay, monetization. Turn monetization on. Yeah, I couldn't believe the other day when I mean, like, I literally just clicked on the video and it was like demonetized. Like, it was demonetized, and I'm assuming it's because I put Waffen, which is German for gun. Which that kind of is no good. Okay. Alright, I don't know if it's saved or not. Usually it says once it saves something, it, does its thing. So let me go ahead and go into videos, live streams. It says it's monetized, and guess what? The video that was demonetized is actually now monetized. I can guarantee you that you should just do WT if you're gonna do. Don't do Waffentrager, because it could be picked up as a bad word. So at least don't put it in your title. Because I changed the title to the last saltine cracker. Anyway, so everything's looking good. My current stream though, how is that looking? Current streamage. Yep, you can just see my tank spinning. And so, which brings me to, now that you guys have watched this for as long as you have, I am going to throw out a personal, thing on YouTube, which is, if you guys can, please follow me on Twitch. I need about, I think, 15 more. Yeah, 15 more to get more features on my stream. I did apply to become a partner, which I think most of the time will allow you to, I do meet the requirements, but you never know. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this stream going. We're going to start playing here. I'm probably going to... I did notice that yesterday I looked at a couple of the games, and when I looked, I found that there were a couple of guys that were in the game with me twice, and I had been RD'd, while not detected, 2 times in a game. Yeah, it's possible there could have been a light tank in the middle spotting me, but so my sixth sense never notified me that I was spotted, because I was never not spotted. But the guy in front of me, which was a one hit, was right next to me, and the guy fired behind me, which is the worst place to get hit. So 45 seconds before people even know I get into a game, so it should stop people from being able to tune sync with me. So we've gotten a pretty rough game for our first match. Let's see what we got. A leopard and this E50. They are absolutely going to dominate over here. I'm not even going to go near it. Well, actually, we got this TVP and a patent. I'm going to go ahead and load premium. I think if the patent and them go that way, I'm going to go that way, so I can give them support. We got a Conqueror gun carriage. They got one of the more accurate GW. T-54E1 should go this way. I looked the patent. He's going heavy alley. Okay, this guy don't even know where he's going. Maybe I shouldn't go that way. T-30. Yeah, look, the T-34-2, which could play over here because he has a turret for it. Yeah, our TVP didn't come this way. The 277 did. Yeah, these guys are going to get just kicked. They're going to get just demolished. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to commit over here. I'm going to go ahead and request help. It would be nice if the TVP came here. But I do know that when you have an autoloader, there's nothing worse than sitting there and having some guys count your shells. Okay, 268. Gonna play like a heavy, that's good. Unfortunately, our Yagaru didn't go over there. I don't know why. Probably because there's 3 already. We're gonna try our best to do what we can. We need to do 2,500 damage to a tank destroyer. Couldn't have shot him in the thicker part of the turret right there. Didn't get spotted, which was good. At least I don't think we got spotted. Is it just the 69 that came over here? Yeah, nobody's going past that rock because if those guys YOLO, we're done. So it doesn't look like... It looks to me like the patent and everything are over here. I'm not going to go look, though. Just going to tell you that right now. The roof intruder. So we've landed one shell on a tier 8, which is kind of a waste of prim shells. Okay, we just lost our TVP, which is exactly what I said was going to happen. T30 in the mid here. Yeah, you have to flip that tank around. That was not a good trade, that's all I can say. Also, Artie. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. And I'm going to fix everything on my vehicle so we can be faster. If your track's damaged, it does mess with performance a little bit. And of course, my fuel tank being hit's not a good thing. It looks like we're winning the heavy alley. I do want to sneak up on some tank destroyers, so can't. Oh, he's toast. I'm just gonna take a peek here. It looks like we're actually losing over here. I can clip the defender. Like when he crosses here, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to make a little bit of ass camo. Yeah, the defender, the problem is, popping out on the defender. So this guy just won that battle. You guys just seen that. He just won that battle somehow against the Yaguru. Crazy. If this guy backs off, I can probably kill him. TS has actually isolated him. We had to get rid of all three, though. Like, I really don't like using Prim, but once I'm sure we're not detected over here... There's still some nasties over there. That leopard has not showed up. The defender and TS are over here. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna have to get killed here, probably. Oh, of course! Wow, dude. Eat ass, okay? On the move, artillery, both of them shoot me and kill me. Wow. Artie is so fun, isn't it? Yeah, I've actually been having some pretty rough games since yesterday, to the point where I actually didn't even play. I didn't even play. I mean, look, I got this yesterday morning, and I've only gotten a couple points. My victory rate has just been, scary. Just gonna say. Yeah, I had two choices: go after the defender, which he doesn't have a depression, but he sure has a ton of elevation. So I can't like get on top of the ridge with my 8-gun depression and shoot down on him. So the TS seemed the most logical source, but Artie doesn't normally sit on the heavy side. I mean, I sit on that side sometimes, but well, we're in a solid 8 match, but we got a Pergetto, Kononin, SU, Scorpion, STRV, T20. A lot of tanks we could actually get this mission done with. We just need to get behind him is the problem. I mean, I don't think I could get past here, like redline this, just go boom down here and come around the bottom and get behind him. It has to be head on. But we're gonna go to the normal place. We do have two pretty good looking. I don't actually have XVM, so I can't tell you if they're good players or not. I know one of them has the Christmas thing, and one of them has the 10-year anniversary. Actually, one of them has nothing on their thing, so maybe he's a new player. Maybe he's using the same thing I am to hide his, We're gonna have to knock these trees. This is actually the worst place to go to. Worth it. The Limp Biscuit Similac 12. So look, the this guy's literally came to this locale. See if we get spotted. 1001, 1002, 1003. If we fire, we will be detected. So for me personally, I go, I have camouflage and stuff, I have camouflage. I don't have camouflage net, obviously, but Pershing. The Pershing's actually been a pretty tough tank the last couple times I've ran into him personally. It's the tank destroyers that we need. So we no health them. We didn't kill him, but we did no health us. But we can get rid of their eyes. We're one step closer to getting those. Yeah. This is the worst place to be if there's another light tank, because you'll get detected every single time. I didn't realize they have a Progetto and the Pantera. We really don't have the right tanks over here. We got a heavy tank that's going to get outplayed by these two guys. We can outburst the Progetto, meaning I could put all three on him, but I am going to take 2 hits from him. So, that's always fun. The Artie really hasn't took a notice, which is good. I am light tanking this shit up, huh? I don't know what our light tanks are doing. Well, we should be seeing the Scorpion, all these other dudes as well. The Scorpion looks like he went the other way. He's only 1,000 hit points, so I'd have to kill him plus another 1.5, pretty much. Steve 44, I don't think he knows it, but there is something out there. There always is. He hasn't taken a shot. Maybe there isn't anything. That's one. There's the other Pantera. There's the SU. That was an awesome hit. Let's see where his heat hit us. Right on the top of the gun. I don't think that should have pinned. I'm sorry. I just don't think that should have pinned. So we've got a lot of TDs to get. Yeah, he's only a one shot, maybe two for me. Kanonen. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get shots on these guys. I just don't want to get clipped by him. I think I have a better camo than he does. That sucked. We only pinned one shot on that dude. I think our game's almost over, you guys. Sucks. Okay. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? I was literally sitting still and both shots just went to the left. So I guess once you hit 2200 damage, you could pretty much just forget about landing any shots. If you know what I mean? Like, you could just be like, eh. I could hit something, but most likely not gonna now. The Cadona's got really good camo. I don't think this guy, I think he's playing for assault. Yeah, we have an STRV somewhere. He's probably over there. I'm gonna go ahead and just chill here and let this dude with armor. Oh my god, come on. This barrel's hot, making it so I can't see him. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting so angry. This gun, I can't believe it, man. Seriously, we'd be in 3K right now if I wouldn't have been derping shells. Like, I literally was derping shells off into who knows where. I can't believe it. Seriously, I can't believe it. And of course, I'm not even gonna get a shot on Artie. Yeah, we ain't getting this mission, not today. Well, not in this game for sure. 2 shells should be more than enough to get this guy. I don't really want to give him away. I don't want to give him, you know. Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. And I didn't get credit for the assistance on it. So apparently I didn't even spot him. Now we have a really hard time with this guy, so I'm going to have to literally get along next to him to kill him. I only have 2 shells loaded. I probably should have reloaded, but I have a feeling this T10 is going to get his attention before me. So after we hit 2200 damage, we literally missed at least 6 shells. That was awesome. I can't believe it. I will say that there was one where I was aimed in really bad, but I was aimed in on that cannon, and I even waited. I waited, you know? Coalition 6, we got some repair kits. It was a good game damage-wise, but we were really close to getting that 2,500 damage on some tank destroyers with that. Alright. Our first game was Terra Beeble. So we got some 277 Defender. The Defender is definitely going to take a APCR if he's frontal, but I'll probably catch him off guard if he is in front. We do got kind of an equal match. The T-34 is more than a match for the T-50, or the 50 TP, and the T-77 is not a match for a hull down 110, but what we got to deal with over here is a lot of nasty ass, really good camouflaged, you know. It's like somebody from Phaser. I've never heard of that clan. It looks like a copy of Phase, you know. It looks like we're gonna be really light on this side. I see a lot of people play this tank well, like they'll pop over a ridge fire and back up before people shoot, and you know, all this stuff. I'll see them do all these cool things, or at least it seems cool at the time. Yeah, they're just blind fire guessing. I'm pretty sure they did not detect that TC. Okay, they did detect him. You can see the red dot above him now. Go ahead and spin out. I would have waited for my second round, but that first one was kind of an odd track. Yeah, if we didn't have camouflage, we would be screwed right now. I wanted to get those 2 trees, but that guy, if he spots me, all those things over there are gonna want me dead. This should give us plenty of camo over here. Yeah, a hold down Mutts is actually pretty much like a leopard one. Like, you aren't pinning that area on it. You're not pinning that turret area. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually get pretty good gun depression off of this tank. Oh, shit. Off its ass. That was awesome. How we got snuck up on by a defender. And got hit by the Mutts and him. Really surprised, honestly. I just happened to be in the one place you could spot me. Yeah, we're not going to be able to pin him with standard shells. He's just at a weird angle. Does look like we're losing this. I don't know what this Persian is doing. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna go out here. I should have pinned. We now got a guy over here who is using the good old bush mechanics since 1957. Yeah, bush mechanics never worked on consoles, so you never see guys hiding like this. You're like, I couldn't sit on this hill. You'd be spotted in console, but they recently fixed that. Yeah. He's a little too close for comfort. We can't do, unfortunately, to the defender, we can't actually do enough to kill him. So our best hope is to get into these rocks up here. We got detected, so I'm going to have to take on this guy. Hence why I loaded premium. I can only hope that I'm not detected anymore. We need a full clip. He's gonna kill me. Shit, I might be able to get him. Got him. Don't get, oh, woo! Sweaty Palm 7. He lowered the shit out of me. Okay, we don't need, actually, you know, we're gonna go ahead and save our last prim shells. Okay, he was hit by a Primo Victoria. This is super risky, but he's not gonna know where we are, so. Where is he? God damn it. Did you see that shit go right over the top of him? Eat ass, dude. Eat ass. Yeah, seriously. Straight eat ass, dude. That guy was so lucky. He disappeared even though I backed up, got him spotted, then I backed up, it was not 10 seconds. He disappeared way before 10 seconds. Which means I spotted him and lost 3 seconds, which means he was only lit up for about 8 seconds for me, which means I was only able to get a position to shoot 1 shell because of the aim time. What a joke, dude. What a joke. I gotta tell you, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, just perfect circumstances to just make it so there's literally nothing you could do. I did almost 2 times more than anybody on here except for this tank destroyer. It's not even about our team, because if you look, it's pretty equal. You know? It's pretty equal if you look. What was going on here is these guys had a better connection than me, and by the time I had shot, like, I should have been able to clip him out you know, from those bushes, but I was only able to get one shot before he disappeared, and then that would have saved me so that I could at least take on maybe this next dude. But whatever, whatever. We fired a ton of premium because we were expecting to go up against the defender, and we ended up never going up against him. But whatever, we did good. Every standard shell I fired at that defender bounced, and I should have just loaded premium right when I seen him. That was my original goal, but you know, hey, it happens. There's nothing you could do about it. I did want to put this out there to anybody watching. Does anybody know if Goofy, his name's Goofy67, he's a mod creator, and he's the one that did this mod, which is it's basically, it enables you to do like smooth camera, and you can watch your replays, and you could basically see anything that you detected, but you can't see the other team unless they're spotted. So it's not like you get an illegal advantage, and you can only do it in replays as far as I know. I mean, there might be a way around it, but I noticed that his mods disappeared from World of Tanks, and I've been trying to find out you know, why they're gone, because he's the one that designed this, the Hanger Manager Hangman. I don't see how this could possibly be, you know, I don't see how this could possibly be, yeah, I don't see how this could possibly, you know, it's a garage mod. It's not doing anything to the actual game. Another one, I mean, if you guys ever, I don't know if you guys ever knew this, but I am pretty sure, oh, this one doesn't actually have it, or you just can't see it. Maybe it's in a different location. But usually when you go into here, you see this one. Usually it's the hanger, but on this one it's just the same exact place. So when you're customizing your vehicle, you can actually get a pretty good look at it. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Maybe we can get some better. So like I got corona, but in reality, my nose has been draining all morning. All right. But it would be nice. It would be nice if I could get picked up on. Yeah, if I could get picked up as a community contributor, because I don't want anything to do with the console, and it's not. I mean, honestly, it's not what people might think. It's not like I hate it. I just don't like the way they went. I said it in my video when I said I don't want to be a community contributor. As soon as I heard that they were going to do the Frankentanks, I was just like, I didn't want anything to do with that. Like, they have a 3-round auto-loading Yag Panther, which is great in Tier 7, you know? I mean, actually, it's a Tier 8, but it still has the same armor, and I think it has like 100 hit points more, so you don't even get a chance to fire off the 3 shells. And I mean, you're going to miss a bunch. You know what I mean? You're going to miss a bunch of shells. So we're at Tier 9. We're Tier 9. We got T49, which can just absolutely blap us. He's guaranteed using the what's it called? Can't remember the name of it. The G-Sor. Sounds funny. So let's see. Progetto, AMX 5100, Scorpion G, Black Prince. Okay, he disappeared. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are thinking, because you do need to be up here to prevent them from just taking over the area. There's always some some heavy that thinks he can cross by here. I don't know what this guy's doing. It's like, I know you got the dirt, bro, but we can. There is something we can do, and that is, it looks like they got both of those dudes. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with this. I'm gonna go ahead and get up just in the nick of time, I think. We could probably track him, but that's it. Yeah, yeah, he's not gonna pop this corner. He knows we're sitting here. Progetto's sitting back in the distance. That's not normal neither. Got no shots on that dude. There's a tiger going over there. There's not a whole lot of goodness going on here, so I can tell. This may not be worth the trade if the AMX had shots on this, but it looks like just RD is going to shoot, so. I hate to take advantage of that tier 7, but, you know, I'd rather take on the tier 8s, but it's really hard to do that when, I mean, look at this. This is a straight, like, it's bad. It's a bad thing going on. Yeah, like literally tier 7. Tier 7, and that's it. You know? We do got guys getting ready to take over our, hopefully we didn't get spotted. We do got guys getting ready to take over our cap. I should go back there, but there is a possibility to get these tank destroyers. Maybe. Yeah, our biggest problem will be if we spot these guys before. Gives us 400. Yeah, we'd have to kill these last tank destroyers. Yeah, the biggest issue with the STRV is the fact that I can't pin it frontally with this thing. Yeah, I don't know if I would have YOLO'd with the RU if it was me. Right, I want to go get that super Hellcat, but that's our game right there, ladies and gents. Not too bad. I mean, we still have 28 minutes before we reload. "28 minutes later." Wow, nice snipe with the IS-6B. Sniping the sneaking sniper. Oh man. Alright, we did good on that. We got a good 9,000 towards our crew, and we have been struggling to get those last perks. We need those. Even if I was to buy, yeah. So we're at 82. It costs 21,000 to get to 2 more. So it's basically about 10,000 XP a point. Per guy, as far as I can tell. So that's what is that? So 18 times what did I say? 1,000? 18,000. I don't know how I didn't do the math that instantly in my head, but hey, I eventually came out with it. We definitely need this. As you guys see, we are getting ammo racked a lot. Not ammo racked, but our ammo rack is definitely being damaged a lot. I could probably use this here just for intel, but I save these. I only use these for either a tank that just isn't, compatible, you know. All right, so we're set up for a little bit of spotting, a little bit of dumping on people, but I'm hesitant about this gear because it doesn't really seem to affect this vehicle's traverse. 10% chance of engine fire protection because we're using these main kits. We get 10% to our vision. I was told that the commander vision system with binoculars basically gives me the same vision as, sorry, not with binoculars, but with coated optics. Gives me the same vision. So HE is not used as much anymore. So I'm going to only carry 10 of those. I usually carry something like this, but I don't think the heat shells are actually not too expensive. On this tank. I don't know why. I mean, 2 shells cost 6,400. 2 heat shells. So half of that, so 3,200 they cost. Pretty cheap. The problem that you run into in most games, from my experience, would be, for instance, that if I'm in a clutch situation, you cannot pin anything but the ass on most Russian heavies. So if you want to shoot side armor or beneath the tracks, you can definitely do it, but you got to stop to do it, which means you're dead. So it requires a lot of heat for this tank in some situations. But 22 shots in a game is not, it's not out of reach of, rareness. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. I don't think we should carry so much. Yeah, I don't think we should carry so much. I think we're going to stick with our standard loadout. I'm just going to go ahead and hit cancel, and we're just going to get out of there. I'm going to keep my standard loadout, 22, 22. We're just going to go ahead and use this. Now, I've been tempted to just use vents on this, but the extra performance that you get, your turret spins faster. You can turn faster when you're in your so I think it's worth it, but it sucks that it can't be, like, I would have to put on the bounty gear on here. So we're gonna do some odd stuff on this. I have had moderate success recently coming here and shooting onto these tanks. What do they have as a light tank? The even 90. He is definitely not. I mean, he could go mid, but I wouldn't do it if I was him. There's a low T-34 and a Type 59G. Everybody says, they go, oh, you get gold if you shoot that. That's not true. I was at 80% on this, and then I played a game the other day, and I was like, whoa, I dropped down like 6 points. It's because somebody's just been killing it with this thing. So yeah, when you come off of this and you have the rotation gear, rotation mechanism, like look at how quick we can turn in comparison. You know, we don't really lose a whole lot of speed neither. Like I could get up there, but why? This will be the real test here if we can actually see these dudes. This guy's gonna try and go up here. R-Type 59 got up there. Well, at least they're smart enough. They're smart enough to watch the mid, because I gotta tell you that a lot of times in games when nobody watches mid, even if you're like, you know what, Artie's gonna just dump on me, I don't want that to happen. Well, that T-34 100 hit us for a lot of health. I mean, that was about almost 400. Almost 400. It was not a good trade, I'll say. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're just going to be aggressively spotting this area. Yeah, we just want to keep this guy from being able to jump our Type 59. So he did hit our, that was not a good trade neither. I mean, we did 160, he did 240. I don't think we need the heat shells. As soon as he's dead, though, I'm going to probably go ahead and just venture and say that if we can get rid of him. Most arties cannot hit this locale. I'm not going to pop out there again. But if we can kill him, Why is he shooting at me? There's two dudes here that can kill me. Nice play, bro. Way to throw your tank away. Now all we gotta do is just hope we can use this dead tank. I don't know why I switched to HE somehow. I thought I was shooting heat. I don't know if we want to risk. Was that our own guys shooting at us? Nice. I left the area because I thought they were shooting us from the other part. T-34. Well, we're already in the good stats, so we have to play, I'm going to say passive now. We have to play really passive because we're just a one-shot. I mean, I wanted to get that T20 myself, but we traded way too much. Like, we lost, what, 800 health, and we only did 1,300, which is not, you know... Oh, bull crap, dude. He wasn't even looking at me. Did you guys see that? He wasn't even looking at me. Joke. What a joke, dude. That guy was in front of him and I somehow got hit. We're going to watch the replay on this. We're going to watch the replay on this game. I'm actually going to go and look at it through the stream. Meanwhile, these guys are pumping each other in the background. Okay, I'm watching it right now. Yeah. I get detected way far away from. He fired one shell, two shells. Now it's so blurry on my screen. It's so blurry on my screen. But apparently the guy had shot me before I even went up the ridge, and he had also driven away before that. That looked like a lag switch to me. I hate to say it, but I also want to look at my connection real quick when it happens. So we're at 59. As soon as we get near the guy, my connection jumped to about 80. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess it must be the perfect scenario, right? Perfect. It was just a perfect scenario. Just get better, dude. Just get good. Just get good. On my screen, he wasn't even looking at me. He was behind a tank on top of that. He was behind a tank. On my screen, he was behind a tank. Alright, so I do want to check my statistics. Although we did bad, we did good. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and close this. Alright, we're probably going to play this one more time, I think. But first, I'm going to go ahead and just restart the stream. Okay. Not the stream, the game. I'm just going to restart the game. I'm going to check my stats at the same time while we're loading in. Usually you don't have to update it 12 times. Okay, so 539 or 1539 is our thing. We've been chilling there. We have not passed 40 yet. It's going to take probably some super uni games. So you guys can see yesterday, not doing so hot. We all we did was play the Kanonen, and I was actually not having very good games in it. Mainly because I forget that German tanks, you have to make sure your reticle is 100% aimed in. No cheating, no skimping on that in any way. Apparently it's the same for every other tank too, except for the Brigetto. So so this is what we're looking at right now. I played 2 games in the SU-100Y, which is about the same as what I always do. You know, land 1 or 2 shots and get killed. The Kanonen, we had 1 good game in it because like I said, I just figured out, you know, the way you have to play it. And then of course I played 3 games in the low, and I got teamed up in every single match I played. Like literally, I was fighting 4 heavy tanks by myself. Which you could say, why would you overextend? And it's because there was guys next to me until the TDs killed them, and then I was basically fighting, you know, the TDs and them. So it was only a matter of time. But each game I played, I did 1,300 damage, and that was it. Bloop, died. Okay, and then I played 10 games with the SUPM trying to do that mission, and I just am not good in it. Apparently, just not good. We just played this game. We got the Barask, Skoda, and of course 2 games in the Progetto for dark blue, and that's pretty much it. So overall, not so hot on the stats. For the amount of games though that we played, I would say that this is probably, you know, I'm usually around the 2,000 mark is my average. as you guys can see. December, when I first came back, you guys, if you look, when I first came back, I was playing like garbage. When I first came back in December. So my first 650 battles actually dropped me from 1500 down to 13 something. And then you can see here in the next 1000 battles, I increased it just a little bit more. And then as I started to learn the maps, 800 battles later, and then of course, March to May, 800. You can just see my win weight and everything's been pretty good. And then May to June, you can see that I'm playing less games though. So then we start getting into what, this is actually my normal stats. Even on console, this is pretty much where I am. I'm not a uni player yet. I'm just a blue player. I've had some really good games. You guys can see here, like this is a lot of uni games. But if you do check it out, you'll see that there's a seal club in here. This isn't necessarily a seal club, but this is a seal club. So some of this was padding, some of this was not padding, Anyway, let's go ahead and close that out and log on in. And let me change. No comments yet. Yeah. So some people might go, why are you so obsessed with your stats? I'm not actually obsessed. I just want to make sure. I want to look to see, because every day that you play, somebody has a big game, which can change how much damage you need to do. So I might get 2100 damage and then just go, you know what, I'm just going to farm from distance, and I don't really care because I've gotten super uni stats. But sometimes when you come back to the garage, you look and you go, wait a minute, that was dark blue? I should have pushed harder, right? Now you should say this. A lot of people go, well, why don't you just push hard all the time? Because it'll burn you out. If I'm playing 20 games a day, that's going to burn me out quick. It's going to burn me out. All right. So I think that this is good. I do like it, and it does feel more maneuverable, but we're only getting the 10% boost from it, and there's no way we can get, as you can see here, wait a minute. No. There's no way we can get do you guys ever have this happen? Look at this. I literally got to click back. So yeah, if we throw this on it, we'll have a little bit more accuracy. Yeah, we'll have a little bit more accuracy, and we'll have a little bit more everything, even a little bit more view range. But yeah. So this seems to be the good setup for this tank for me. I like it this way, but I will say that getting the extra view range. So we're gonna go ahead and do. I've realized that I've actually spent about 2,000 gold instead of just hitting compare, add to comparison, and then go to this, and then go to configurations, which kind of sucks in my opinion. What do I have? Oh, that's camouflage. Okay, so if we wanted to see this, so the traverse is 70, and when you grab that back, you can see that the traverse is 77. So you're only getting 10%. It's not crazy, right? It's not insane, but you are getting 10% more on the move, right? And then of course you can see we get 12.5 to concealment. Anyway, so if we keep going and we basically go, okay, well, I'd rather have this instead. You can see that we get a little bit more here, but the traverse is where we actually are losing out on stuff. So yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, I don't get that. If you look, we actually get plus, it says 34.77. Yeah, we get less power with this. You guys seeing this? So with the mechanism gear, we actually get 34 without it, and then with it, we get 34? What the hell? It shows you get better without this when it comes to mobility. Maximum wheel turning angle 33 degrees. This pops up because I don't think you can change that. So that's probably why I feel like I'm sluggish when we're doing this. So we can do 80. Top speed, it says 60 in the lower down position, and it says so engine horsepower. So yeah, it says 34.31, 34. So you actually do get less power ratio with that thing. I didn't actually know that. You actually get more power with this. Yeah, you get more power. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. The mobility, you get better mobility with this, but you can see that this pops up maximum wheel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this helps. I think all this is doing is helping our turret. It obviously helps on the move as well. So you get on the move. I don't see anything about turret traverse. What is going on there? You see that? Something's busted. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this actually is worth it. So, because it says it gives you 10% to turret traverse, 10% to vehicle traverse speed, which you can't actually affect on this, and then 2 disposition during moving. So pretty much that's the only thing we're getting. Let me actually look here. If I just hit cancel, I'm going to try and fix this. There we go. Okay, so if we remove this, see, where's the traverse? It should be under mobility. So traverse weight. Where is the traverse speed? Average penetration, gun, turret traverse. It says 77 right now. You get 70. So you get better turret traverse and better on the move firing. But it doesn't really work in my opinion. It's not working with you're not going to get the extra traverse. The maximum angle is 33, so you will not get the benefit of this fully. Maybe it's not a wise choice. Maybe having vents is probably the better way to go with this. I will say that the turret on this does seem slow to me. 77 seems slow. But anyway, I think we did good in it. I think we did good. I think we can go ahead and just say, you know, hey, I'm not looking to get a winning game on this. I mean, I would like to, but we're going to go ahead and play. Actually, you know what? I would like to play these 2 tanks, but I also want to I want to jump into this before we do, because we have not tried it with this setup. Now I'm completely I get 0 bonus for doing this, but we get 30% more on the move, which might actually be overpowered. Like, you might not actually need that. So I might need to go vents, ram, revert, stabs might be the better way to go for this tank. But I wanted to see, because I know that our traverse speed is better. Yeah, let's actually do a comparison. Compare. Add a comparison. So we basically don't get the extra bonus that you would get with Brothers in Arms. Looks like we also don't have situational awareness, which doesn't seem right, but whatever. Okay, so 0 bonus, but we get amazing accuracy while moving and firing. which you might not think is good, but it pretty much makes it's better than having like these two combinations is better than having the bonus for the ventilation, in my opinion. But let's check that, because so it says 32 disposition, right? We don't get any benefits whatsoever. I do believe that this vehicle could benefit from the ammo rack thing, but I've never had my turret blown off on it. So until that happens, I mean, anyway, so if we ditch this, our traverse is 39, we go to 36, so we really don't get a lot. And you can see that the traverse speed here, it changes. With vents, though, we get a bonus, but we still don't get any more to our disposition. We don't get any more to our disposition. So like I said, it's an experimental. I do think it's going to help us to fight more like a medium tank, because I do feel like this thing has to play like a medium tank because of that hatch on top of it. You can play cities very well with this tank, do not get me wrong. You can play a city with this tank very well. The biggest problem you run into is that you have to constantly be hiding this hatch. So you have to come out, use your superior aim time, which on here is not very good. But with 30% less, it cuts that in half. So we're gonna go ahead and play a couple games in it just to see. It might be a mistake running it like this, but you really have to get in like a good 50 battles with certain equipment setup to get a real good, idea about it. If you don't, it's kind of like this. So it's Renegade versus Renegade, but what is our equipment going to be like? Is it going to help us or hinder us? Now I will say that 3 already sucks, because if we want to play this area right here, Artie is just going to nail us if we're on this side. If Artie comes over here, he can hit us as well. And we can't really sneak away from this area, which kind of sucks. So, but I think I want to play it. I think I want to play that area. They have the 2 M12s and a M44. So the M44 can actually keep me tracked. I could definitely feel the maneuverability of this without having vents. It feels, I mean, the turret speed's a lot better, but everything else feels not so hot. Like, I feel like our traverse speed is really messed with because we aren't running ventilation. But if you look at our reticle, it's actually quite small. I mean, in comparison to having vents. I mean, because we're only getting 20% on the move. So we should be able to hide our hatch. He shouldn't be able to hide his if he comes here, but he may not come here. That's a good sign, huh? We're not going to stay here very long. One of the good things is we can cut them off over here if they do try to go that way. Yeah, artillery can't really get over here. Yeah. So we got a couple of options. I'm pretty sure the Renegade's going this way. We're going to look anyway. I do believe that this is going to be a bad idea, but we definitely got spotted by something. I don't know what, though. Something spotted me over here. Pretty sure it's something like right there. Yeah. I'm not going to cut across. Seriously, I'm not going to cut across. If anything, we're going to push. We're going to push across this little section here. There's this T69. That was really bad RNG. Yeah, he's not gonna pop out. Yeah, somebody's saying somebody's there. It could be anything. The waffle. I mean, who knows what's over there? That's right, buddy. You're gonna be trapped, dude. You want to pop out, bro? Go ahead. You can pop, dude. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is, so it looks like that we should be able to get out of here actually. Oh, straight up loaded premium shells. Something told me that that was a bad area on that right side. The left side was fine. But we're going to have to jump up on this little ledge and hope we can side scrape it. There's 2 ledges we can use. One of the biggest problems is the yeah, I know that the Borsig, and we got other guys over here that can pin us. There's also the KV2. He can do some serious damage to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're better off letting this guy letting them cross. I don't want to get one-shotted by a tier 6, which is possible. Yeah, some guys don't realize. Just gonna put it out there. Some guys don't realize how powerful the KV2 is. As you can see, you did 2 something on a side glancing shot. We actually missed our shot. He's just trying to get me to fire so he can pop out. What we're gonna go ahead and do is those Yagru's should already be on those dudes, so we need to get into this battle and take out this guy, because I hate to say it, but it looks like we're gonna lose this game. I've landed, what, 1 shot and caught a dude on fire? That was it, though. We should be able to do some stuff here, though. Alright, so we can play hull down over here a little bit. I do think the T-29 has, not the T-29, but the other dude has shots on us. I don't know how he pinned that. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're gonna have to play... back some. Holy shit, really? We gotta... Wow. I guarantee you the chat's not gonna be happy with that. We did 1,500 damage. But I will say this. There wasn't really shit in the city. There wasn't shit in the city. We lost the field. Another dipstick team. Campers, good lord, blah blah, blah, boring. Yeah, whatever. Dude, what a bunch of jokes. That one guy just YOLO'd right out into the thing. I was like, I'm not gonna pop out there. There's a Borsig sitting out there somewhere. He hasn't even been detected. Look at that. And he's just chilling, probably doing 800 damage to people. And there you go. Look at that. I still think this is a good setup. I will say I think we played a little bit too. I think we played not very aggressive, and I do think that the team was rigged in my opinion. In my opinion, the team was rigged. What I mean is, we weren't going to win that game no matter what we did. If we would have went head to head with them, it was just me and the tier 7 in the city. The other guys went around and were hiding in bushes, which I don't blame them for doing that, but they got impatient and pushed up on tier 8 tanks, which is not going to work out ever, you know? All right, so we're going to try this again. I do want to show you guys what I'm talking about, though. It looks like a fair game when we first loaded in. It looks like a fair game, you know? It looks fair, right? But STA1, not upgraded, he did 240. This guy did, he landed a bunch of HE shells on me and a bunch of kills. Our T44-100 was actually over there. I guarantee you this guy was, I was going to say I thought he bounced a lot more than that, but apparently he did not. He probably bounced one. This T69 just sat there, but he did get off a cliff, it looks like. Our SU-130, they're Rheinmetall. Like I said, this guy was shooting. He shot 5 and he pinned 4 for 3,000. That means he was doing that. He was getting 800 damage a shot, which is why I didn't pop the mid. Long story short, though, you can't win in a game like that. Seriously, you can't win in a game like that. It's possible to get some really good RNG. I could have played more aggressive. I guarantee you that I would have just been a casualty of that Borsig, because he would have been sitting. He was sitting right across. Nobody would push over there. Having this thing is I would say is about the same as Artie. Also, every time we found a good place to counter these guys, the M12s were hitting us. I didn't see our guys do anything, but apparently this guy had a good game. So if we go back to XP, you can see that I didn't really do very well in XP. Yeah, I didn't do crap. But if you were to look at it, I did more than this dude on his team for a tier 8, which doesn't say a whole lot about the Renegade. We didn't have. I don't think we bounced one single shell. Oh, we bounced one off the what's it called? Because it's the amount that it is 320. So it must have been the other Renegade. It's like I said, it seemed like a fair fight, but that Borsig really made the difference. He did 3,000 in that game. Anyway, I have to use the restroom. I will be right back. All right, so we're back. I think we should play another one just to check it. It would be nice if we got a typical match, which is where we have a bunch of Soviet steel, which is very difficult because you can pretty much overmatch anywhere you want to on this tank. Even this plate is pinnable when it's a 122. Shit, the 122 or the anything with a 152, you pretty much can just aim anywhere you want. Just auto lock and you can hit him. Unless he spins his magical tracks. It's kind of the only way that this tank can actually be competitive. But so now we're in a really bad game. We have a T95 Tortoise. We have a T95 and a T30. They have a T34 against a Chrysler. Chrysler has no weaknesses when he's hull down. Yeah, or even just lower plate down and side scraping. We have another T34 versus their T34, a VK versus a Centurion. So the city is definitely going to be outdone. I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't even care. We're going to try our best to play this thing, you know, play this thing in this little area in the center. I don't know if it's going to help us. They got a UDES. I do feel like this tank is slower without vents. I mean, it's probably a little slower, but we're doing 33. We should actually go right and play like a medium, but it just wouldn't be right. I mean, I want to kind of show you guys just how bad this tank can be, especially if it's up against anything with more than 150. If we were a Soviet tank, or so if there's a T30 crossing here, we're gonna get hit. We can, however, hide our hatch, kind of, it looks like. At E75. Got anything else over here? So, like, literally, this is why they said this tank is what the E5 should be. It is because it's more like a medium tank, and if they're going to skimp on armor and give us this cancerous cupola, as you can see, the ammo rack on this is getting hit real easy. I don't know what he's thinking, though. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't do that. But I'll tell you what, he has better armor than me. We got a Tortoise sneaking up on our right. I'm gonna actually YOLO this dude. Go ahead and cross, buddy. Yeah, this guy's screwed. Way to push forward, bro. Look at him just waiting for me. Did you see it? Jesus Christ. I can't believe that bullshit. The guy literally was just waiting for me and nobody else. This STG hasn't even taken around. But I'm going to get pushed. Well, look at that map. I guess that was worth the trade. 3 shots on him. I don't even know if I want to even pop out for this T95. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for him to fire that T30. Yeah, we can get one shot by the T95. It looks like he's being countered though, which is good. Whoa! Oh my god, that was close. I'm not feeling the accuracy improvement. We got to push him. We got to push these guys. I actually don't think we're going to be able to do anything. Let's see what's out there. There's a T-95. There's a WZ somewhere. Artillery. Going to sneak up behind him. I think he's going to die before I ever get there. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's probably going to be our best game of the day. And I mean, I literally would have been. I mean, I'll just tell you, I felt like I was playing, let's say, the Super Persian, or I felt like I was playing a weaker version of the T-44. I would tell you right now, the T-44 would actually have been a better tank in that situation. You could play the same area and just wait for the guy to fire and pop out and fire, and that's all you can really do with this tank. But I will say that the accuracy increased allowed us to land some shells that we would have normally not been able to. For instance, the snapshot on this guy, the T-30 snapshot as well. Yeah, the only reason we did any good is just because that tortoise just gave up and pushed forward. But I was kind of pissed off that he just waited for me. So this is a good idea, I think. I would think that this would probably work better if you used a bounty equipment with it. Like put one bounty equipment, that way at least you get the bonus. But I do like it, like the way it plays. I have been tempted to do it with this vehicle as well, to put that on and just get rid of the bonus. But I will say that having that little bit of maneuverability makes you feel a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and add this to comparison, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Let's see. Add to comparison. So did I actually? Oh, okay, I was like, I thought I had the windows still up. Okay, so what I was talking about is that we have Brothers in Arms, which gives us what our reload goes from 6.8. So we're just getting a little bit. It looks like you know, a couple of points, maybe 1.7 point. It's probably like a 0.7%. So if you have this perk, you'd be better off, honestly, I think, having clutch braking and off-road driving to complement this gear. You know what I mean? Even though it doesn't say they work together, but it would, because you'd have better traverse and all that. It would make it feel fast and stuff. So if we get rid of this and we throw on vents, we get better traverse. Sorry, not traverse. We get better this engine horsepower and stuff. Let me show you what I mean. So just check it out. Like it says 815, right? So we lose just a teeny bit of. So we're at 50.14. So it really doesn't give us a whole lot, but in combination, we're getting. I actually don't know how much. It might be 12%. Or it might be just 15%, because this gives you 10%, so maybe 17% more to your crew. So traverse speed suffers. You lose 10% accuracy on the move, which helps you to make those really quick snapshots. So I would say, because of the ammo rack, the ammo racks that happen with this vehicle, I would say that this would probably be a better thing, because you get 150% to your ammo rack, to your fuel tank, to engine durability, to the loading speed. The problem is, if you get one of these broken and you can't fix it, you get a 65% penalty. So you may not get ammo racked, but if you get ammo racked again, which I'm going to say that even though 150 sounds like a lot, it's basically 15%, I think. So you get better repair speed and all that. It's great, but I'm going to go ahead and say that my ammo rack gets hit almost every game in this, so I would say that this is probably my next, thing. But here's the problem with it. It is not it's not really meant for this vehicle. I mean, it's made for a heavy. We could go with this as well. This gives us suspension durability, 10% to vehicle, and it doesn't look like we get any minuses. To hull damage caused by suspension damage, like there's really no drawbacks to this, it looks like, because you get plus everything. So if you wanted to trade DPM, you could basically make this thing never get ammo racked, but that's why I'm running these to try and help. We do have, like I said, you can see we have our loader. He does have, it's one of the second perks we put on this to help it not get ammo racked. So I would say seriously that you'd probably be better off, in my opinion, going with this. If I had a free one, I will probably throw it on right now, but for right now, we're just going to leave it as is. I think you'd be better off just because of what you see in that ammo rack. It's really a crappy, because if you shoot here or here, you can get a track pin and it hits the ammo rack, which sucks. In my opinion, it happens too often with American tanks, and they need to beef that up. They do separate the shells in stages, and a lot of people don't know that. So if you hit the gunpowder, it's high explosives, right? It'll pop the turret right off, But then you got the warhead side. So which is which? Do you know what I mean? That's the question. Which is which? Because you got two different things. This only has a single loader, so I'm assuming it's just a humongous shell in here we're firing, which doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Anyway, I think we did okay in this vehicle. I think we averaged a slight blue, but it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like, it wasn't like the most amazing game, And I do think though that this plays a better medium. It plays as a better medium than it does a heavy tank. You can side scrape with it. You can play in the city, but if you end up on a side of the street where this thing is out, even if you angle your turret like this, it's even more pinnable. So I mean, there's literally nothing you can do. Is just all you got to do is hope that they shoot one of these angled surfaces right here. Technically this is spaced, but you can pin it here and all through here. But if you hit up on here, you do get magical bounces rarely, but the other problem you run into is you can overmatch the top here. That needs to be fixed, because you can't, even if you're hull down and you're in the gun depression like 8, which that's what people would be seeing. This just becomes a whole pinnable area right here if you're in a 122. Anyway, I want to go ahead and try the low again. We had some bad games in it yesterday. It seemed like I could only do about 1,300 damage in it, but I do want to try it. We have a okay crew. It's set up for a mouse, so there's, we're not really, we got repairs as our third perk. But with situational awareness, we do get quite high view range. I mean, 434 is higher than most medium tanks. We are running this. I do venture on to, should we use the gear on this as well? But I think having DPM on this is probably the best. But let's check it. I kind of want to get a really bad tier 10 game in it. And get it on stream just to show you some of the stuff that needs to be fixed. Because in my opinion, the Defender, for instance, and the IS-6, those hatches are small, but it seems like you can pin them at will. This hatch is pretty pinnable, but if there's a tier 9 over there like this Borsig, I guarantee you, because we're in this tank, he probably has... Yeah, I'm going to guarantee you he probably has the 128, which is just going to go right through this gun manlet. But I do want to try it. The IS-6 is kind of funny because I get green on its turret most of the time, but I won't dare shoot at it because it doesn't pin. It almost always bounces. We got the Defender. I have not been having really good games in the Defender. We're going to go ahead and load HE. That's why I have it. Not for necessarily for light tanks. I mean, it's pretty good on a light tank. But I mainly load it to shoot guys in the turret and kill modules and stuff. We have quite a high. I mean, 60 is pretty high for this. Ah, of course there's a guy over there. He's gonna get another shot on us too. We're really out in a bad place, honestly. And now that we're spotted, the biggest problem we have is this dude. Look at him. Oh yeah, he's lagged. Vengeance, boy. Yeah, this thing seems like it's good for the Defender. I mean, we literally had green pretty much everywhere we looked. That low's getting doo-dooed on. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't take the Defender out here. I mean, seriously, you just take the Defender over here. We have a 50-50 right there. Ooh, that's not very accurate. Oh, we have 10 years. Got another track somehow. That shot must have just missed completely. Alright, we're going to just HE this dude. Yeah, that grand final is dead, but we're just going to whittle this dude down. Got 600 damage, not so hot. And there you go, HE for the win, boy. Boy. Yeah, with this tank, I mean, we literally have tier 10 pin with the HE, but I will say that I don't really get the 3-something pins like we've seen. You know? I definitely don't want to mess with whatever hasn't been detected over here. Let's see what hasn't been spotted. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's just out of view range. Dang. Okay, so we have a... I don't know what's over here. It ain't the Prot. I think it's the AMX. He's the only one that hasn't been spotted. There we go. The Panzer! He's got some pretty good armor. Ah, I was trying for the track. Oh, yeah. The CS over here. The CS go. Oh. Vodka Fatina Buggin Ching Chong. Vodka. A commander has been cooking on vacation. Aw, come on, brah. Come on. Everybody missed but me. Everybody missed but me. Everybody missed but me. No more. Nobody else hit him. Ah, son of a gun. At least their IS-3 safe over here, huh? Ooh, hello, Jimmy Dean. Dang. That ain't even close. Where's the CS:GO at? Yeah, we have 1,000 hit points of damage done, and that's it. It's literally, I'm gonna say, I haven't had one game where I've crossed over 1,300 damage. Like, if you want to get lime green stats, this is the one for you. This does the tank. It just doesn't have enough DPM. It can't play against tier 9s even because they just pin you anywhere. Upper play, it doesn't matter. So they buffed it so you can survive against tier 8s really well, but as soon as you get other ones, it seems to me like this tank's just trash, in my opinion. I'm sure you could get a good game in it if you just played it and killed your stats and just kept playing it and playing it. 1,200 damage gives you blue stats. If that tells you anything, if you did 1,600 damage, you would have super uni stats in this game, or in this tank. All right. I need some water. As you guys can hear, my throat is a little... Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Alrighty, so no comments. Let me see. Been an hour and 11 minutes we've been going. We have two viewers, one on each platform. We try it one more time. Like I said yesterday, I had 2 games. Excuse me. You know what? I forgot my glass of water. I'll be right back. Alright, we got 3 people now watching. Okay, mic's working, stream's good. Okay, so we're gonna try playing the low again. We're not really that good with it yet. I don't think that the setup we're using is working. I think that we're getting outshot, and I think that we would have a much better time if we got rid of this vents and went with the rotation mechanism. I just don't want to spend the... I mean, we're trying to make silver here, not spend it, so I'm just going to stick with the old classic. You know, we do have 432 meters of view range, which is pretty good. So this is actually can be a really hard one. Destroy an enemy vehicle by ramming them or causing more damage. We're going to have to try and do that. They got 2 waffles. I think they'll probably... one will chill here. One will probably be out in the field and then move into the city at some point. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I think that, you know, he could sit like right here and just wait for you to pop this corner. Let's see what goes there. Like I said, I think that this gets overmatched pretty easily by Soviet steel. So the IS-22, the T-34 can't really... You can pin the hatch on this thing. The Mandalin's a little bit weak. 9.8 reload. Pretty bad for the Alpha, my opinion. Like if we did like 360, that would be good. But that's not what we get. I'm actually gonna go right here. You know, it's looking to me like this is gonna be the spot for the action over here. Whoa, Nelly. Of course it would get my ammo rack, wouldn't it? Go ahead, hit me again. There we go. Nobody went over here, which means they could just push on our side and just shoot everybody if we don't take this position. See what we can get our eyes on over here. Nothing? Maybe I was wrong. See, I've sat right here before waiting for somebody to come down this alleyway. We're not getting spotted, but I don't want to get waffled. Yeah, there is something over here. Yeah, what I say. Getting waffled. And he's just sitting right there. Wow. Alright, I just hate this tank, honestly. I don't think I'm going to ever play it again. And I think I'm going to take all my stuff. I'm just tired of it. I think it's, you know, like we have good view range, but it doesn't really help you against tank destroyers. I have had nothing but bad luck with this vehicle. This is like 0. Just straight bad luck. Look at that. I got track and pinned, I think. My round straight bounce, one of the weakest turrets in the game. This guy's got 30 seconds. He's got 30 seconds. Yeah, we had 2 lucky shots. You know, really, we had 2 lucky shots, but that was it. This is the second game that we've had a Rheinmetall. It's the second game we've had a Rheinmetall And not only one, but two. And that's going to definitely play into this for sure. I hope I'm not over angled. Guess we'll find out. It looked like he hit me right in the barrel. Yeah, he's trying to shoot me on all the places that are weak. So that was our first shot of the entire game. Like I said, I tried going over there, but that waffle hit me for only 900. You know, mere 900. Yeah, we have too many people over here. We got a lot of German strong tanks. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Yeah, I did not hit him for 500. We hit him for 170 in combination. We're gonna get our Panzer, our RVK. We're gonna get that tank back as soon as I get some cash. That the E75 is playing in an area and nobody can get a shot on him because of those two Rheinmetals. I've played that spot before, but considering that 277's just sitting there, yeah, we are losing this game so bad, and I can guarantee you it's because of the Rheinmetall. Yeah, there goes another tank. This guy's like literally backing out of there. I don't know if I want to cross that. I guess I have to cross here. Got a T-92 being held at bay by two tanks that could probably be doing a lot better over here. Got two tank destroyers to our left. Of course, he can pin my... he got shots on my lower plate, and I don't have shots on anything of his. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to say it right now. I think this tank's terrible. I think it's terrible. I think if you played it hull down, it would be fine, but I really don't... It doesn't bring anything. It's too slow. The DPM's so slow that when you fire, people YOLO you. You always seem to be outgunned. And I mean, I have bounce stuff in it, but it's literally just the entire tank could be defeated by Prem shells. Terrible maneuverability. Terrible maneuverability. Its HE shells are kind of bad as well. I mean, well, the HE shells are actually really good, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is bad. It's got good accuracy. Obviously, we took two shells in this that we shouldn't have. But there's so many TDs over here. I mean, we got to kind of try and risk it. We're going to load some HE for that dude. We actually don't need HE. We're going to stay with standard. Look, I shoot the Scorpion one time, and then this guy YOLOs him. But the rest of the game, he's just been sitting there. We're still losing. I don't know if we can pop out here. Something just spotted me. Of course. From behind. What? He just shot me on the move. At that angle. Wow. I hate this fucking tank. It's a piece of shit. That's all I can say. It's garbage. I'm sure people can play it. Seriously, I'm sure people can play it, but I think it's the dumbest tank ever. Seriously. When you get into a good side scraping position, if you pull out and they have a 122. They can pin the knuckle on here, which pretty much defeats the whole purpose of it. And I'll show you guys what I mean. There's a weld there, and for some reason it's a super weak point. And whenever I try to side scrape this and I come out to fire, if they have a 122 or just enough pin, it just goes straight through. Yeah, we literally have played, like I might as well just basically just YOLO'd and drove off the cliff in all those games. We had one good game out of what, 3? Yeah, I'm done with that tank. I'm going to dismount my equipment off of it as well. It is so bad. You can't, I mean, you can play it in the city, but it's just such an old tank. It has such easy, it's really easy to defeat. And I mean, honestly, I remember every time I play it, I always seem to kill that tank. I get its hatch, get its turret ring, I get the that knuckle. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Of course, the game's not ending yet. Yeah, but it's a terrible tank. It is. I'm sure people out there do good with it, but just doing 16 or 1300 gives you blue stats. Just tells you how bad this tank really is. I could tell you right now that the only thing we could really do to try and make this tank a little better is to put that gear on it, so that we have at least a little bit better snapshotting ability. Yeah, the view range doesn't seem to help either unless you're talking about heavy tanks, but even then, they just spot you because how far away are you really? Like, in what situation is that going to come in handy, having the view range? You are handicapped right off the bat for having a heavy. You don't get the same concealment ratings. You know, you don't get the same concealment ratings at all as a medium tank. So even if you had the max view range, you would still be outspotted by even just a medium. Smokes. Wow, why is this game taking, you know, that's fine. We're done playing that tank anyway. I'll demount it later. All right, let's go ahead and play this. I will say that it is right around the time where I start having really bad games, bad lag, bad RNG. And I'll say that it, according to this, it's 5 Eastern. So if you're in Central Time, it's 3:56, which means everybody that's in Chicago right now is getting off, took a shower, and they're jumping on to basically take advantage of anybody that doesn't live, you know, on the East Coast. Part of the reason I started streaming again was to show how unfair it is, especially when we're looking at view range, aim time. When somebody gets spotted in front of me, they literally are invisible for a second longer than me, which means I can't play like other people. I can't just come around a corner and fire at a guy because I have to wait for him to appear in front of me. There's so much stuff busted busted in this game. It's kind of like this. I used to have coded optics on this, but why have coded optics? Yeah, you know what? I might actually change my mind about this. If this, I'm gonna say that 5.1, T44, T29, possibly T20, and we have 3 tanks over here. And I don't have coded optics on here. Yeah, what normally happens is I get hit, and if it's not a bounce, yeah. So we're supposed to have a 2 point something aim time. Let's look at this. What? So I didn't see any of those guys cross. And they all apparently pinned me right in the steering knuckle. Sorry, right in the knuckle of the turret. Yeah, I'm probably going to stop playing after this. I think this is going to be the end of my stream here. Yeah, those guys had a good 3 seconds to shoot me, and I couldn't even see them. Just I couldn't even see them. They crossed over there, and I couldn't detect them. I'm in 10 gun depression, but yet I can't get a single shot on these guys. Because they can all shoot me right in the old, anywhere they want to on the turret. Yeah, 430, I'm not going to be able to pin him. Standard B, just waiting. Yeah, he has enough pin to overmatch the turret pretty much anywhere he wants to. Nice of our T-44 to do nothing. Keep YOLOing, bro. Yeah, there's not really much we can do here. It's just hope that our other guys can do something. If that T-44 crests over here, we're toast. I don't know what. Why are we not spotting this T-20 on the side over here? He's like right there. Look at that. He's dead. You know why he's dead? Because the T-44. Yeah, I can't even leave the area, and I can't go up. I have to wait for them to come down on me to get my last shot before I get killed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably try to move this guy. I can't move him. He's too heavy. Yeah, the best thing to finish me off right now is artillery. I don't have enough elevation. Dang it. Yeah, at least the T. Oh, okay. These guys are actually doing something different here. I'd like to know where the T-20 it went. We're hanging in there by a thread. All right. I'm hoping nothing else is over here. Watch, here comes Artie. Boom! No? No, Artie? 1,000 damage ain't nothing in this tank. But if you look at where they were pinning me, I mean, that's usually the thickest place of this tank. I usually bounce everything tier 9s, but up close, you really can't do it up close, which makes this tank super situational, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't do nothing. I'm not going to be able to get that guy. Yeah, I just bought back my Scorpion just for the fact that I realized that you shouldn't sell your tanks if there's ever a giveaway. based on your tanks in your garage, you will get screwed. You're going to get tanks that you already have. So I got like the T92 and I got some other ones, but we do got to make 3 million. So I've been very unhappy myself. I've been very unhappy with the performance of the low. Yeah, I think it's a bad tank. I really do. I think it's a terrible tank. I might give it a couple more shots. I just think I probably should just play it like once a day. I do want to reset. Let me go ahead and restart my game so we can get an idea of what kind of damage we just did with the low. I'm pretty sure that we have less than adequate stats with it. What I mean is we're not throwing up blue stats. I mean, and the aim time is so long. If you miss, that's 20 seconds gone. If you miss one shot, you gotta wait 20 seconds pretty much because it's 9 seconds for a 320 alpha. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like it needs about an 8-second reload. You know, I mean the turret's huge. It's so huge that it has weaknesses. Excuse me, you guys. Like I said, I'm having allergies. They started last night, sneezing. And then when I sleep, it just drains right into my chest. For some reason. Okay, so we are still sitting at 1539 right now. We cannot seem to get over 1540. We're sitting at 36 battles for 1920 WN8. The low, we are sitting at 1500. So we basically are actually playing worse in that tank for 5 battles. 1504.05 is our average out of 5 battles. That's not worth it. I will say that we didn't have to fire any premium shells, really. I think we fired more HE than we did premium shells. So we actually, probably earned more money in that than we did in most. So I guess that could be considered good. Did I? Okay, I guess I didn't bring this up. Weird. Okay. Sorry about the black screen. It's not like the streams ended. It was actually just because the login wasn't working properly. Very weird. It normally doesn't show me logging in either. I mean, normally that's the last thing to go, so that's weird. Okay. Well, we've played as much of the low today as I feel comfortable. I think playing one game a day, we might actually get used to it, but do I want to waste my time? Especially when I don't really play the mouse. We have to block. We have to find a tank where we block 2 times our damage, which that's actually probably going to be best done with the tank we need to get back as the Maulbracker. It has such a crappy hatch on it that I don't think anybody ever shoots the sides. But if you can get some people that just, aren't using their brain, you can do it pretty well. So anyway, see if we can do this. I do have to jump off. I'm going to be ending the stream here probably at the top of the hour. So Centurion versus Patton. Completely not fair for the Patton, but how many games have we just had that were questionable? So their STRV is most likely going to be watching. He's probably going to go right to F4, which means with my camouflage rating, I don't think I can do anything. They have an EBR 105, which means we're going to get spotted trying to get over to the 1 line. So I'm not going to bother. I think actually, considering how much tank destroyers they have, the E3 is most likely going to go city. So I am probably going to have to play like up here. I'm sure as hell not crossing that field. Yeah, I'm not going to cross that field. It would be nice, I mean, but I'm going to tell you that EBR is probably hauling butt right now, and he's going to spot everybody crossing. He could pop up here. The EBR 90, although doesn't seem like it, the 90 that it has, the HE, is actually really, really good if you can land that shot. So either the EBR is a bot, got a snapshot. You know, what I say about that EBR, it took him a hell of a lot longer than I thought, though. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm really surprised just the leopard's over there. I would never have took the leopard over there. I mean, but you know, the leopard can make you overconfident. It really can, because it's so good. Make you overconfident. So we got a T-28, and he's like right there. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's doing. Like, he literally is just Lord Sheening it. Yeah, another other. So somehow their leopard got over there. That's crazy. That was a blind fire shot. Wow. I've done it before, but I think our city's gonna need help, honestly. They got an STI. I didn't actually see him. That 105 is so hard to hit. Just when you think, oh, I'm gonna nail his ass, you know, you get duded on. I can't tell what's in the city. They need to fix this so you can see what tanks are over there in the corner. Yeah, they have an STI. We have nothing like that. So they actually have we have a 50 TP. I think he gets the big alpha gun. So he had 1,600 health, does it say? For 471. What hits for 471? Maybe the defenders? 471. No, it's the Scorp. I'm gonna load some HE. I don't have anything for view range. Can't tell where they are neither, but I'm gonna cross this little gap. Artillery is probably the worst thing over here. Now, I'm kind of surprised. So if it's EBR that's over here, that's been shooting these dudes. We're just going to try and play hold on. I'm pretty sure the RD is going to go for us, but our biggest issue is I only did 15 to him. Artillery is going to finish me off. Yeah. Ah, fuck it. The fuck ever, dude. Woo, yeah! Let's fucking rock! Stupid. You know, I actually thought about just when I have a bad game like this, just selling tanks until I don't have any more. Seriously. You guys tell me, like, literally, I got into a place where I could play hull down, you know, where I could play hull down and get those guys detected. I look over my shoulder, and everybody that was moved up moved all the way back, and so then I just get circle jerked by a 105. That was literally the worst game we've had today. I mean, seriously. I hate to say it, but this is what you guys just witnessed is exactly what's wrong with this game. It's so unpredictable and imbalanced. Like I said, I probably should have never left the city. I should have just stood up there. And I'm going to tell you right now that that was my gut feeling, was to don't go over there because I was just going to get trashed. And I should have just done that and took the couple of shots I was able to land, because I mean, really, what can you do? You can't play hull down, not against an STRV. You can't pin an STRV. The RD, most British vehicles, you know, it's quite bad. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take this opportunity to use the restroom, so I will be right back. Alrighty, so we're back. Trying not to rage, but it's not working, honestly. Let's see how bad of a game that was. So we landed one shell on an EBR. It was an HE shot for 15, and we did that. So that's an awesome game right there. Oh my God, look at it. It's literally the reddest you can get. You can get a worse game than that, but we're talking 18 W and 8. That's you know. And the guy was from YOLO. Hilarious. I literally just gave up because what are you supposed to do? I can't shoot the guy. I damaged his wheel, he fixed it. I shoot him with HE, which to me it looked like it hit him right on the back of the turret. And that does 15, which means I should have just been shooting standard shells. But I loaded HE for the Scorpion. So, whatever. It's kind of like this, I'll just tell you this, like, if I threw coated optics on, I get close quarter maps. That's all I get. And as soon as I take the optics off, I get nothing but these kind of games. Seriously. I get nothing but long where I need the vision. I need the view range. It's hilarious. Yeah, and we're supposed to go up against these guys. Let's see. We have a Progetto 65 versus a Patton. That could, who knows? We got two FVs. Most likely they're both going to be sitting right here and just farm anybody that goes over there. Scorpion G probably gonna farm up here. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, it sounds like, you know, illegitimate stuff. Oh, well, you could have played this better. You know, you did say you shouldn't have gone over there. Yeah, but that was just gut feelings. Look at this guy's like, I ain't gonna go over there. Yeah. Yeah, our FE went not where I said he was gonna, but pretty sure this is gonna be the worst game we're gonna see. I doubt we'll even do anything. I'm actually not even going to I'm not even gonna go past this point. We're gonna actually play hull down. There's no arty, but we aren't fast enough to cross that field. The only guy that could have got over there to get eyes is right there. And the M48 is, of course, going to go over there. I just know that FV is just sitting right over there. We have such a bad camouflage rating. Of course he spins just when I fire. Holy shit. Did you see how bad that missed? Yeah, we're toast. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't he have just clear shots on me? Wow. So dumb. Yeah, this is going to be my last game of the day right here. I am sick of this game. I'm literally this close to breaking something. Just play your tank haul down. Yeah. Against tanks that can pin you anywhere. Yeah, that M48 is going to be able to catch me, and I'm going to be spotted. If I'm not even spotted now, before I even get up around this corner, and I'm just going to die. It's what happens every single time. Apparently, as soon as 2 o'clock comes, which it's funny how I just stopped playing this game around that time. I shoot, and it was like I wasn't even aimed in. It was like I just shot full reticle. So dumb. Yeah, this is like one of the worst places you could go to. Seriously, it's the worst place. What'll end up happening is we'll either win this game, and it'll just be where I don't even land a shell. Yeah, that Patton's over here. Yeah. And the Sturv, apparently. Guess I should be grateful I actually blocked a shell. Like I said, I take off coated optics. Take off coated optics, and then I get nothing but long range maps. I put them on, and it puts me on city maps all day long. Everybody's so desperate to get damaged, they don't give two shits about nothing. Yeah, good luck spotting there, Brask. I'm gonna have to load premium. You would think that 10 gun depression would be amazing, you know? You really would. And there we go, Barask, and I'm dead. Nope. There's a Barask. Somehow there's an STRV somewhere. I don't know how I bounced him. That didn't even go nowhere near him. Let's all throw silver away together. Hey, we actually pinned him. It's only 120 millimeters around the gun, which is a huge weakness. I can only shoot the hatch of the STRV. The Barask. Oh, that hit right on the money, didn't it? So tired of watching my shells just zing past. Full aimed in. Yeah, I actually hit around. Look, we did 900 damage, which is basically just means that we're shit. We're just garbage at this game. Basically. Let's get another tier 12 game. So I can just uninstall this game forever. I hate to sound rageful, but it seems to me like bullshit to me. Like, there's literally nothing you can do on games like this. Like, 3-tier matchmaking is a punishment for tier 8. I can tell you right now that I've come this close to just not playing anything past tier 5. I'd say if they hadn't have released, if they hadn't released, you know, earning bonds, even though you pay for them, earning bonds, if they hadn't have came out with that, I would have just stopped playing a long time ago. There's no way we're going to get any better games than that. I can tell you right now, we could play 20 matches and they'll all be just as shit. So, we went from like 78 down to 74. Awesome. What's the point of playing this tank? Seriously. What's the point? Yeah, I don't even know what I want to even do at this point. I feel like every game I'm going to get is going to be not worth playing. Seriously. What am I going to make any money in? I haven't done anything amazing at all today. All I've done is land, what, like, I did 3,000 damage in 2 autoloaders. I did another 3,000 in this. Just to give me 1,900 W and 8. You know? I can tell you, and I can't stand this tank. You guys take a look at its stats. The standard shells on it look amazing, right? 1460. But they derp. They derp so hard, it's not even funny. Like, the accuracy, you know? It says .34, but you can't hit anything. And then when you do hit it, if they're tier 8 heavies, you bounce every shells, which means you start shooting these, right? And then you just waste money firing the heat. You know what I mean? And then look at the 8G. It's almost not even worth having it loaded. 700. It's the same. It's a little bit faster than an Arty by 200. A lot can happen, you know, in that amount of time. So we could play this. I think we're gonna get some solid tier 10 games though. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and play this thing. I would like to throw on the gear camo on this myself. You know, the gear camo, like this one. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that we could run this one as well. Kind of makes it look a little, you know, a little cool. But I like the German one a little better myself. So we're going to try and play one more game, you guys, because I did want to end the stream around 2:45 my time, so that would be 5:45 Eastern. So let's see if we can actually get a good game in here in this. Yeah, it seems to me like I'm Honestly, it just, at a certain point, so many people jump on the server that it starts to lag. And then I start missing full aim shots. And then it just, I get so upset about the fact that I'm missing not 1 or 2 shells, not 1 out of 10. We're talking like 5 shells in a row. Or watching them just miss just by a little and hit the hardest part of the tank, which just makes you go, what am I supposed to do? Get closer? You know? Yeah, somebody could also be, honestly, somebody could also be stream sniping me as well. Like yesterday, I reported this guy and then sent in the video saying that, the guy shot me twice and I am a streamer. And then they sent me back a thing saying to add more delay, which is funny. So I might actually do that. I might actually add like a 5-minute delay and just not respond to people. Seriously, we're gonna go this way. A lot of people don't know it, but there's really good spots over here on this left side. The problem is you have to be very, very wary. Like where this T69 is going, that is usually the spot I like to go to. There's a good bush right there you can sit in. You cannot fire from that bush is the problem. Yeah. This guy, like I said, in a tier 8 game, those standard shells seem okay, but they need to have like more than what they have. That's all I'm going to say. They need to have more than what they have. So I believe we have coated optics on this, and we can barely see. Yeah, this is looking like a bad. It's looking bad. We got good armor, but we have not seen a lot of vehicles yet, and they are all up there. That E75 could be up there. Yeah, this guy leaving that position, is not very wise, I'm going to go ahead and say. When they come from right here, you're the only one that can spot them. So far, just the T69. I don't actually think we have coated optics on this. We did get spotted, and it was not by the Borsig. So what could outspot us up there? It's not the T69. Whatever it is, those right there. It is possible there's something right here too. Most likely that Rheinmetall. I would say that, considering the Scorpion, the M56 Scorpion, has one of the worst camouflage ratings I've actually seen. I mean, so here's another game, like I said, where we're just not gonna... What are we gonna do? Just rock back and forth? Should I try and YOLO up this hill? Should I leave? I'm gonna actually say that I'm probably gonna die. I can hear trees and shit getting knocked down. Of course, go ahead and ram me. There you go. We're so dead. Yeah. Stupid. Alright, well, welcome to World of Trash. Apparently I'm just a terrible player. Seriously. Apparently I'm just a terrible player at this game. Like I said, every time I switch from coated optics to vert stabs, every time I switch, it gives me maps where I need view range. Like I was getting out spotted by heavy tanks. So I quit. Seriously. I don't know what to say about this. When I say I quit, I mean like I'm gonna stop for today. I mean, what's the point? We are literally all the work we did in the last 24 hours of playing well is just being completely defeated. We had what 3 games in this tank where we did basically yellow stats in it. We did green in this, slight green. Um, and then I had an okay game in this, and then we had 2 really horrible games in this. So I guarantee you my stats are shit now. And it's so close to the time that it's not going to even make a difference. So I guess I probably shouldn't even play. Yeah, apparently people that jump on at this time are just so much better than me and just have all the breaks. At least I didn't have to use 9 repair kits in one game like I did yesterday. Anyway, we are going to look at the damage done here in a second. We have to wait for our tank to come back, of course, which is probably going to take 2 years because we were the only person over there. I was getting ready to leave, and then I heard a tree fall down. So, let's wait. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was a victory. Probably a cap. They probably capped out. This was, I was at 80% on this tank. I was at 80%. So we literally were able to land 2 shells before we died. Yeah, we're second on the list to the bottom, which is where we deserve to be, apparently. It's where we deserve to be. FV, we did barely better than our base stats. 10 games in this for nothing. Seriously, like I might as well just not play the tank. I'm just not good in it, apparently. Yeah, I got lucky on this game. The Kanonen Panzer was, like I said, and then we have 5 games in the low for 1500, which is, 30 below. It's no wonder why my base stats are just sitting at 1539. I'm gonna reload the game because I'm pretty sure that we're still looking at the stats we had before, because this doesn't look right to me. This is what we had before 36 battles, and we played a good 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that we probably dropped ourselves into the green, just in those last couple of games. Seriously, just in the last couple of games, we dropped ourselves into the green. The only reason I'm even checking this is to see statistically what's going on. And there you go. You can see it. We dropped ourselves down to not green, but might as well have. So 2 games, and we could only land a total of 2.5 shots, basically, with one of the best hull down tanks in the game. And we didn't have the right equipment for the maps we were on. And then I can guarantee you, if we had the right equipment, we would be put on a map where we need to be able to shoot fast. T-54 Mod 1, one of the best hull down, Soviet tanks you can play at Tier 8. And we basically got YOLO by 3 heavy tanks on fjords. Whatever. Okay, Progetto, we did okay. You can see here we did okay on these early in the morning. The Renegade, look at this, 2 battles for 1600 damage, and we only did 1300 WNA. Waste of my time. So it's one of the reasons why I don't play it very often. I thought by changing the equipment around it might make a difference, but yeah. And this is just disgusting. It's almost pointless to play it for me. Like I said, I get maps where I get long range shots, and I'm not set up for long range shots. I'm set up for medium range shots. And then as soon as I set up for long range shots, I get outplayed because I'm on a teeny map. It's the same with all these, and I'm just tired of it. I switch my equipment around so much. I'm spending thousands of gold. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. That's why I just said, you know what, I'm just going to be blind. I mean, there's no point in having coded optics. At least if I do see somebody, I can at least play them because of my delay. So it's pretty stupid. I will say that ever since 1 o'clock, I've been having nothing but bad games. Yeah, nothing but bad games. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream with one last game. I'm hoping that it's a good game. We're top tier, but they got a TS, which is just gonna stomp up there. But we have three super hull down tanks, and they got STA1, which is not the premium, and they got the Barask, and then they have Patriot, and then they have the AMX 5100, which is probably not going to go to the hill. We got one already. It's an M12, so he can't exactly one-shot that dude, but one of our biggest problems is we can't really play that area over there. Yeah, you guys can hear the frustration in my voice of having, you know, like when we pick the rack, I get nothing but mid and tier 10 games, and so it makes it incredibly difficult to make any cash. Now I could just shoot standard shells and just bounce and do whatever and make money, but I literally just throw my stats in the toilet. So, like I said, we've been sitting. We haven't gone up a single point on my overall W and 8 in a week, because we're just basically every time we make a good game. Yeah, like I said, I might actually take a big break from this game here. And maybe stream some other stuff. Yeah, we got detected from something. I don't know what. Most likely something in the bushes. Maybe something on the hill. Yeah, I'm actually surprised we were able to get spotted driving by here, which kind of makes me think what we got spotted by is like probably in these bushes. Let's see, what do we have here? E25. It's kind of hard to hit somebody here with RD. Seriously. So there's the TS. He just hit me for 427. Nice low roll. Let's see where he hit me too. Right on the side of the turret. I couldn't have made that shot. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I think it's the E25, but who knows? I don't have coded optics, so there's not really much I can do. There we go. The TS is just literally half health me. Let's see how much did he roll me for? A mere 395. Awesome. Yeah. So another game where, like I said, I'm being punished for not using view range. I'm sick of it. Seriously. I can't run the right equipment. It's just not going to let me. Oh my god. Yeah. So it's the 13. It's either the I think it's the AMX 13 whatever. Yeah, these guys are going to die up on this hill. Somehow, you watch. You guys can hear the defeat in my voice. We fire, we get we throw on coded optics, we get mines. You know? It makes no sense. Like, this new update makes it so you can specialize your vehicle more, but what it does is it makes it so, like, I'm great at brawling, but I don't normally get so many short range maps. I don't get short range. I almost always get brawling maps. Seriously. And so I switched from coded optics to this, and it's like all of a sudden I'm getting all the long range maps that I dream of, and then I realize that I'm screwed. Okay, I think that 5100's reloading. He's gonna come in here and do his 1800 damage here any second. Nice little lag there. At least he's ignoring me. Look at the look at how well our gameplay is here. It's amazing, isn't it? Why would you go over there? I'm a T-30. I'm just gonna throw myself away. Look, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, they got the 5100, and then they got all these guys down here, so. Eagle 7. So that's 3 shots from the AMX 50 100. Is he out is the question. That guy was going to sneak up on me. Man, thank God for the T20. We still only have 1300 damage. It's not enough to pull us out of the 1000 damage we just did. I am going to go ahead and load premium shells, though. Just because there's no way we're pinning this guy unless we can get around him. Which, I mean, I probably am not going to need premium shells for that. But he is right there. He's been sitting there that whole game. Yeah, hopefully he spins. He's going to spin towards dude, and then I'll be able to get 2 in him to at least get some payback for the 2 he landed on me, because they have a really amazing scout. Still not enough to pull us out of the hole we did for ourselves. Like I said, you run coded optics, and then boom, you know? I'll show you guys what I mean. I mean, right now we can play the best, like we just played. Up close, personal. We can brawl, right? The moment, though, the moment I throw on, see, we have that. Oh, wait a minute, we already have it? Oh, we already have it on the thing. It's this thing we have. Okay, let's go ahead and, I don't want to throw it maybe there. Where else could we put it? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Look, if we remove it from here, you can't actually see it. It's weird. I'd like to put it right here. I wonder why they won't let us put it on the fender. That's weird. We can put it on the back of the turret. I'm going to say it right here is probably our best. I don't like people seeing that we actually are good in the vehicle, if that makes any sense. I want them to just look at the front and then go, oh, shoot this guy here. Anyway, that's pretty much this stream. I gotta end it. I gotta go to the store and get some groceries and stuff. Sorry about, I'm just gonna apologize right now about the, how upset I was getting. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say that even that game I just played, I knew that even if I did Super Uni, it wouldn't make up for the game we just had where we did 66, you know. So if you guys want to understand my frustration and why I'm getting so angry, it's because I was at 80% on the LT432, and I dropped down to 71% in it in like 3 games because of I didn't play it for a month. I was at I think it was at 71% on the SU-130, and yesterday I dropped myself to 64%. 80% on the Centurion 5.1. Took a break from it for a month. Went back to playing it, and I get nothing but tier 10s, and now I'm back down to 70 something. So every tank that I've gotten close to getting 2 marked, I've now lost about 10 points. And each time I get up to like 82 or 83, I just get really bad games. And so it's been very upsetting and frustrating for me because I'm trying to actually get some 2 marks on them. I will eventually get them, but in my experience, 2 marks of excellence requires a lot, I mean a lot of stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. My chest is actually from, I have really bad sinuses. Anyway, I will catch you guys on the next stream. Hopefully my anger, you guys understand it, because I know you guys have similar games as I have. And you guys have a good one. Later.